All right, all right. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope that you are all doing well. We're having a pretty interesting day in the markets today. I mean, today is the day of rotation, is what I'm calling it. Let's just jump straight into the high level here. So let me turn my screen on. All right, check this out. So on the left-hand side of my screen here, I have the biggest gainers and losers from mid-cap stocks on, and you'll see that a lot of these stocks that are getting some movement today positively are the names that have fallen out of favor. A lot of the stocks that are selling off today are a lot of the stocks that have been hot, like our Zooms, our cannabis stocks, our Jumayas, etc. So today is Rotation Tuesday, Rotation Nation, as some might like to call it here on ZingerNation here with me. And let me give you a quick rundown of what we're going to be doing in the show today. So we're going to start off by looking at Blackberry. I know you're probably thinking, what the hell, Blackberry? Yes, we're going to talk about Blackberry stock. I think it's the first time Blackberry's been talked about on any financial media program all year, maybe. We're then going to run through the live portfolio. I'm going to pull up the stocks that I've bought recently and give you guys a rundown on what's happening there. We're going to take some votes today. We're going to do a vote on NIO long short. We're going to do a vote on Nicola long short. We're going to head into our chat challenge to see which one of our chatters out there is picking the Tesla price most accurately. I'm going to recap a trade idea I gave yesterday. And then we're also going to look at the most read stories on Benzinga.com. What tickers are people reading about today to give you some exclusive insight? And if you are new to the show, I want to remind everybody that we're doing this because we want this to be the trade idea power hour. I mean, we want this to be the best 45 minutes that you can spend getting trade ideas every single day, not just from myself, not just from Jason. Most importantly, out of the chat, guys. The main chat that the community uses, our ZingerNation uses during the day, is on the YouTube chat. So make sure you go ahead and check out that YouTube chat there. Just go search benzinga.com YouTube. You will find our stream there. You'll be able to participate. And guys, you're already in. Throw us a like. Throw us a nice little wave. Hello, everybody. We're having a wild ride here in the markets, of course. And we're doing it together. So without further ado, I'm a hop straight into the first stock. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Let's make it bigger. There we go. Let's look at BB, Blackberry. Bravo, bravo. Look at this thing. Here's a 2-day chart. Let me give you a 1-year chart. All right. Still looks like a pretty crazy move. A 2-year chart, a 5-year chart, and let's even go to a 10-year chart. I mean, but Blackberry is hot. It's never had a move like this. I mean, the first time ever in the history of the stock that Blackberry has moved like this. Here's the 1 day. The thing is still going. Stock is up on news that it's going to be working on some sort of a deal with Amazon, of course, our big retailer. But let me ask you guys this one. Who likes Blackberry? Is anybody out there taking a crack at this one? Is anybody trading the stock today? Is anybody looking at this thing? Go ahead, throw me a 1 in the chat if you like Blackberry. Throw me a 2 if you don't like it. And if anybody's putting a trade onto the stock, drop that one in there as well. My initial take on a stock like this, a move like this, is don't fight the trend. The momentum is your friend. I mean, congrats to anybody that's been a 10-year Blackberry bag holder. If I had to pick a direction on this thing, I would maybe go long with some tight stops on the stock. I mean, look at this. We see it just breaking out to new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high, non-stop all day. And the chat is pretty split on this one. Again, if you're just joining the chat, the question is, you like Blackberry or not? One, if you like it, 2, if you don't. We got a couple people who like it, a couple people who would pass on it. I'm not trading this thing at all. I think there's sort of just too much uncertainty. If you're forcing me to make a trade, I would probably stick with the momentum, keep some tight stops on it. And Jay Towers in the chat saying, morning crew. That's right. What is up? Good morning, everybody who is in Central Time or earlier. It's just afternoon for me. So all right, that was the first stock I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to dig right into that Blackberry because again, I mean we haven't talked about this thing in forever. It's been dead money for quite a while. Again, here's the 1 year chart on the stock. Anybody who's been in it, I mean, congrats to you today. Again, it's got that deal with Amazon. And I am going to go ahead and click over to the live portfolio. We have some action today. We have some things moving. There's a few Zooms for everybody there. Let's go ahead, talk about some of these stocks that we are buying live on the show. Again, this is my live account as I'm talking about these trades. I'm making these trades. And we're being as transparent as can be. We're not just talking about them. We are going ahead and doing them. First stock on the top here is our NIO short. Last week, we bought $40 strike puts in NIO. It's a January 15th expiration. We did that after the stock got stopped, trying to break out to some of those all-time highs. Getting killed today. My rallying cry for the day is down with NIO. Stock is down 7% today. Here's a 1 year chart. Let me switch that over there. There is a 1 month chart. You can see that we're sort of getting held up a little bit. Here's the 2 day for you. Right around this $47 price in here. And I'm gonna ask this one again too. If you like NIO, give us the 1 in the chat. You don't like NIO, give us the 2 in the chat. We've asked this question every single day for probably 10 days. The sentiment is gradually shifting more and more bearish towards NIO. That's where I've been sitting. I want to get the quick read on it today. I'm still bearish on the stock. I don't love this thing. Again, I think that if we get a move below 45 on these puts that I'm holding, I should be way up on them. Right now the unrealized percent is about 17%. Not anything to write home about for a risky options trade. So we want to see more. All right, wave of twos coming in the chat. There we go. Down with NIO. Down with NIO. Everybody is hitting this thing. And go ahead and throw us that like too while you're putting your 1s and your 2s in the chat. Yeah, everybody's against it. Jay Towers saying he likes the stock long term. Jay Towers is pretty smart, so maybe we should listen to him. But at least in the short term, January 15th, let's get this thing down there. Couple other stocks in the portfolio I want to point out today. Where's my Moderna go? Did Moderna reverse? Let's pull this one up. mRNA. No, we still got it. Okay. All right. Moderna is still running. It was over 170 this morning. I couldn't believe it. We have come down now. But I mean, the stock is still going. Again, this is one of those stocks where I thought we were in it too late, but the thing keeps pushing. It keeps going. So I'm hanging in there with the Moderna. Again, it was a lot more exciting this morning when we saw the stock gap up. It was over that 170, over 175, just kept pushing new highs. But again, Moderna is losing today. And let me give you Ford too, right? That's another one that we added recently. Ford is winning today with the whole part of this rotation trade, right? Today we are in rotation nation. A lot of these hot stocks that have been way run up. I mean, let's look at Zoom too, right? Zoom's getting killed. Of course, they did have earnings. The earnings were okay. But a lot of these hot stocks that have been run up are getting hammered a little bit today. Some of these less favorable stocks like our Ford is pushing a little bit of upside. So that's the deal there with again, we are in rotation nation. Question I'm seeing coming into the chat: am I holding box into the earnings report after hours today? The answer is yes. So let's scroll down to this box here. Man, we've had a lot of things flop over just recently. Box was up a little bit this morning. Now it's down a little bit, generally flat. We're up a little bit in this position since we added it. Again, the thesis on Box is it should be a growth story. There should be room for multiple expansion. And I think it's part of the stay-at-home changing workplace dynamic trend. I am hoping to see that through in the earnings report today. I bought this stock on a story thesis, right? That was part of it. I liked the valuation, but I bought it on the story thesis. And I'm hoping to see that story play out today in the earnings report. So yes, I am holding this one through earnings report today. Of course, could be a lot of volatility there. So make sure you're aware of that if you're doing the same as I am. But again, am holding Box. Let me just throw you a couple other portfolio updates. Home Depot, if anybody got into Home Depot with us, ticker HD, that stock is going ex-dividend tomorrow. So you're about to collect $1.50 for each share that you own. So there's a heads up there on Home Depot. And let's talk Rotation Nation a little bit again. Our GMHI is stopped. This thing just kept going. we were in the stock for a little while. We were running, we were bumping along. I mean, it went from what 11 to 17, 18 way too quickly. And all these stocks have fallen out of favor today. Like just like our NIO, right? That we're short, that one's out of favor. GMHI, which we're long. This is a SPAC that we bought. It's it's merging with a LiDAR company. This one's getting stopped today too. Again, a part of a lot of that rotation that we're seeing today. So those are the moves. There's the portfolio overview. I see Jason is here with us. And Jason, let me ask you this question. Did you see ticker BB yet today?
BB?
Blackberry.
No.
60% up. Blackberry announced the deal with Amazon. Crazy move, right? Today was the first time I thought about this stock in years, maybe. I'd say at least 2 years.
I have in the past I have a little bit. Hey, can we get a link for our small cap event next week? You guys, we have 60 small cap companies presenting, 30,000 investors signed up, but literally 60 small caps. I'm telling you, you'll get more intelligence on companies than you ever have in one day. I'll put a link in BZ small cap, but I want to make sure people are here and attending. I mean, I want to make sure some of you guys are making money on my picks. Like this is one hell of a day. It's probably my third most profitable day I've ever had. So
is it really? Well, all right. What are your stocks? I know I don't have too much hot today.
I know you said that, Luke. That's why I'm saying it. So that's why I'm saying it. But I want someone just to tell that Eli calls are hot. I used to own Eli. Let's see where we're at, Eli. I sold
Eli. That is Callaway Golf, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So it's ticker Echo Lima Yankee. Let's see how the stock's moving today. Up 5%. Yeah, that's solid.
So I sold because I brought it as one of my Corona plays because people were golfing.
Yep.
And golfing was still open. And so my Eli trades that I executed on, I bought Eli at 16, 15, 17, and then I eventually sold it at like 20. Now it's at 22. Well, it didn't really that much. All right.
And everybody, real quick, go ahead and hit the like for us. Again, the whole point of doing this is to get the trade ideas flowing. The more likes we get, the bigger the community gets, the bigger our ZingerNation is. The more trade ideas we get, the more stocks we get, the smarter traders we become. But all right, Raz, keep going.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's make it happen, guys. Come on, home gamers. Are we ready to make some more money? All right, one of the trades I told you guys, and I bought it on which date? It was in this room. I bought it live on the show, was Five Below. They were talking about, one of the guys in the chat said, buy Dollar General. I chose to buy Five Below. I bought the February 19's, February calls, $165 call strike price. That is up 26% today, up 40% since we bought it. I bought it in somewhat decent size. So that's Five Below, and I will continue to hold that as I shop at Five Below this weekend. What'd you say, sir?
All right. I was gonna say so. I bet a lot of the price rise, the volatility today is because they have earnings tomorrow. You're holding it through earnings.
Oh yes, I am holding it through earnings. Yes, I am. I went to the Benzinga calendar. So if you would do me or scroll down and look at the right there to the calendar and look at earnings, right there the calendar.
Which one? Yeah, this
yes,
guy.
Sir. Thank you. And you got earnings, and I like the trend of how they beat and they guide. You mentioned Zoom. It beat and it guided higher, but it was priced already to perfection. But I'm not selling that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I feel good about it. I was in this one from 440 to 350 to 440 and got out. I ran away, and I feel good about that now.
Well, I told you I sold some at 390 a long time ago, but I still own a decent size of Zoom, but I'm just not. I don't know. Where's my Zoom today in my account? Let's see. Let's see how much dollars I'm down in Zoom today. Let's go check this out. ZM. Oh yeah, I'm down. Okay. Now I bought this.
And I mean, I think there's an interesting point to be made here. When you have stocks that have these crazy run-ups and these crazy expectations like Zoom, they can't just be earnings and the stock will go up. I mean, they have to really be earnings for the stocks to go up. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. When you get these really, really hot names, the earnings numbers come out, the stock pops a little bit. Everybody's like, oh, they beat. I mean, they've got to really beat in order to sustain this price.
So, okay. So, back to where I was going. I bought a stock SBE from this chat. This is a switchback. What do you call it? A back play. I didn't know anything about it, but I was in that mood that one day when I was just buying stocks with you guys. So I am down 20% on this trade. This is an example of me just like buying a stock, not knowing shit about it, and getting a little crazy. This is one of the ones that's a negative thing. I'm not selling it today.
This was I think this was a Chris Catchy call.
Okay, well, if it was Chris Catchy, we got to put it on my trading ideas page. Have you guys seen the trading ideas page I put in yesterday? You're going to see all my trades on that page, on the trading ideas page. John G and the team are working. Hey, if you want to help volunteer, you can email us with entering the data, and that's what we need to do for the first week or so, is enter the data. So all my trades, all of Luke's trades, Chris Catchy's trades will all be on that page. And some of you guys have seen it. So you're in SBE long term. All right. So let me just continue real quick. I was giving you winners
some more tickers,
today, but I moved to some negatives. Some of the other winners I have today, my Tesla calls, my 520 strike on December. It's a 520 strike. We are up 15% today. So that's above, I said one call. So it's up 7,000 from when we bought it. I don't know why I didn't have two calls. And I have the January 540s, Luke, and that's up 8,000 total, up $1,000 today. It's a 540 strike on the Tesla calls. And again, these are trades I made in the room. And you guys, like when I talk Tesla, I don't know. There's a lot of people that know Tesla, but I would say I'm in the 1%, 2% most knowledgeable on Tesla when it comes to trading it. I'm the one who's saying short Tesla before battery day. And then the day after battery day, I'm buying Tesla because it was like so telegraphed for me. But that's because I have many years of experience with Tesla and knowing how the market reacts to it. I'm not going to always get the timing and everything exactly right, but I've been pretty close with it. So those are two of the calls that are doing well.
And again, I'll remind you guys too, you know, we're more transparent, I would say, than anybody with this stuff. You know, like I show up my live portfolio every single day. Jason shows his portfolio when he's making these trades because we're in it with you. I mean, this is ZingerNation, right? We're not just talking about these things and not doing it. I mean, we're putting ourselves on the line. We're sourcing the ideas from you guys. And something I sort of want to do for next year, Jason, is we should make like a $10,000 portfolio that's like just from the chat. And we can track the stocks, vote on the stocks, and that whole sort of thing.
Yeah, so I love it. Yeah. So another one that is just not moving today, but I just looking down at my calls, Dunkin' Donuts. I can't even believe it. I guess I sold most of them, but my calls on Dunkin' Donuts are up 1,200%. That's a crazy one. Disney is up again today, another 2%. I bought Disney in the chat at 140. We're up a total of 6% since then. I bought it because of Disney Plus and as vaccine plays, as a back to work type thing, back to thing. Then another one that is rocketing again today is VYGVF, and that is Voyager Digital. We're at up 5% today. Yep. That we had the CEO on the show. I mean, you guys, there's a lot of trading shows on during the day. Just tell me which ones produce as much profit as these ones, and I'll tell you losers. Like GAN. Wait, if GAN's down today, I'm buying it. That's what I'm going to do. That'll be a trade I make if GAN's at 15 today. What's GAN at?
GAN's flat today.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll buy some today, but we'll see. Okay, and then the other one that I just wanted to cover real quick, and I know Luke wants to get a word in, so I'll be done in one second. This one is like I've talked about it so many times, but TRSSF and Curaleaf. I mean, TRSSF is down 1% today. Curaleaf's up today. Curaleaf is CURLF, but we bought these at $3, and like these stocks are just rocking. So,
and let me remind you guys of the news report that came out. I think it was last Friday afternoon, which is that the U.S. House is supposed to vote on ending the federal ban on cannabis in the relatively near term. So if that vote comes through, I mean, these stocks will fly. I mean, we've seen it so many times, right? It doesn't take a ton of a catalyst for these things to get moving. So watch out for that.
Yeah, and then what, Luke? Asana's done a little bit today. It's been up 12% since we bought it in the chat. IMMR is down a little bit today, about 5% since we bought it in the chat. The one that is that I'm getting to hit the most on that I bought in the chat is Jumaya.
Oh God. So this is, but Jumaya is rotation nation today. I mean, all of these hot stocks are getting hammered today. But with Zoom leading the charge,
Jumaya is
one of those.
Jumaya is probably the smallest position in my entire portfolio. It's like I put under 2,000. I put $1,500 in it just so I can have it on my watch list, basically. So that was just one of the to watch. You know, like again, I own stocks, Luke, that are boring too. I own Wendy's. I mean, that's boring, right? I mean, that one's
totally.
That's a 3 level.
That's like I do a lot of the ETFs. I do 70% of the ETFs.
Okay, yeah, and real quick, Blackberry made a deal with Amazon, so that is where that's what you're seeing the bounce. SNDL, please load that one. I bought that on Monday. Watch the move on SNDL. I bought that.
Is this a cannabis stock?
Yeah, yes, I bought that at.
All right, let's look at the 5-day.
I bought that at 38 cents, basically. I bought that.
What was the thesis on Sundial?
Because the cannabis legislation. I bought Sundial and I bought, it's not in this account. That's why I forgot. It's in my really risky account. So I have a really risky account that I don't like to, you know, get my returns in this account because it's a total gamble. I bought that one, but I didn't buy a ton. But yeah, that's total cannabis play. The other one, so SNDL, that's a good one to look at. And there's another one I want to give to them. Hold on. You guys want a penny stock is what you're saying. Okay. One more, IGC.
This is the gaming stock, right?
No.
Okay, what is this one?
So give me. Is this 5-day you're on, buddy?
This is a 5-day right here.
Yeah. So another one of these like penny stocks that was going to rocket and then sell off. But Sundial is a cannabis play for growing, and then JG. What's VIAC? VIAC, Luke. VIAC.
Viacom, I believe. Yes, it is.
Oh, so that's the opposite of a penny stock. Look at that.
Yeah.
Up 5%.
$5. But yeah, I'm just gonna say it. All right, y'all are tired of hearing me say it. Rotation Nation. This is ZingerNation today. Is Rotation Nation. All of these less favorable stocks getting a pop today, keeping the S&P up.
Yeah, and could we get a location check for where you guys are, like countries and states? Like we're trying to figure out what times to do these shows. Is this the best time? So give us a location check of where you are, country and state. That'd be great.
And let me pull up one more ticker. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so here's Ford, right? This is one of the stocks that we added to the portfolio maybe 2 weeks ago or so. It's got a really nice trend here. Check out this high on Ford, right at 950 on the dot. If you're looking to get into this trade and you're not in it yet, if Ford eclipses that 950, it should have room to run. It should have a lot of room to run. So if you're technical, you're not in this Ford trade, you want to be in it. That's the level to watch. So I think that was the last one that I had that I wanted to make sure to cover.
I'm in that Ford trade. I'm in that Ford trade for
it's
sure.
Been decent so far. I mean, for it being a big stable company, we're up. Let's see. I'm up 10% in it. You're probably, I think you're right around the same price as me. So
maybe a day or two. Maybe a day or two later. We got some Canadians. So if there's some Canadian stocks you want us to cover, hey, if you're in Canada and you use a Canadian brokerage like Questrade or other ones, TD Bank, if you send an email to them and say, you know, I would love to see Benzinga news on your platform, and you email it to me, a screenshot to jason@benzinga.com, I will send you some Benzinga swag. Just give me your shirt size. All you got to do is email your broker in Canada and say, we love more Benzinga news. We love Benzinga news on our platform. And then we'll send you some swag. Just give size and address.
And I'm dropping another email address in here too. If you're in Canada and you use Benzinga Pro or would like to use Benzinga Pro, that is the go-to platform that I'm using every day to look at news, to look at charts, to look at earnings dates. And you would love to see Canadian stocks in there. Email that VIP accounts at benzinga.com. We're trying to make a push to get Canadian stocks included in here. Want to get a sense of where the market's at. Yeah,
and so. Okay, so now what's this one? I don't know this one. ELYS Casino?
ELYS. Game technology. It's some sort of casino stock. Let's look at the description real quick.
Give me a Fitsui.
All right. Fastest growing technology, advanced sports betting, iGaming, full service. It doesn't really tell us
Who are its go up? Who are its customers?
what it does.
Go up. Let me see something. Fitsui high, Fitsui low is.
Let's see. The high is right at the top of the
right
chart. That first candle, 450.
I don't know
low
these.
is.
I can ask I have a casino guy that I work with that is an expert. He's actually the guy that did help make the deal for Penn and Barstool.
Nice.
The guy is from Detroit, actually. So.
All right. I want to take another vote out of the chat. We already did Blackberry. We already did NIO. Today is vote day. Disaster of the day. We called the stock the disaster of the day yesterday. It's getting the label again. Down another 15%. You know what it is. It is Nicola, our troubled EV stock. Your stock got hit basically after the CEO first couldn't confirm exactly what the relationship with GM is. Then you had General Motors saying that they're not going to take an equity stake in the company. The thing is down to 17 bucks today. If you guys like Nicola at 17 bucks, or if anybody's trading this thing, give us a 1. You don't like it at 17 bucks, you think it's going lower, give us the 2. I'm very curious to see, okay, now that this thing has fallen from grace a little bit, where people are at with the stock. I'll give my opinion too while those come in, which is, I think it's always scary to catch falling knives. I think if you're going to catch a falling knife, I mean, this thing has been in free fall, you better have a hell of a thesis. I mean, it dropped from as high as 38 bucks a couple days ago to 17 now. So again, if you're going to try to catch these falling knives, you better have a hell of a thesis for it. All right, we're seeing them come in. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. All right, Alex has the stomach to trade Nicola. He actually come out and say he likes the stock. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag, but mostly bearish on Nicola. That's where I'm at. Yeah. Nobody likes Nicola. And again, guys, throw us that like. We want to get more people in here. We want to increase the sample size of these polls that we're doing. Hit the like. It's gonna expand our ZingerNation that we're building here. So that's that one I want to do. Jason, do you have any other stocks to hit right now? Otherwise, I've got a couple others.
Oh, I was on mute, man. They rang the doorbell here, and I was on mute. I was talking. I thought you were just ignoring me. Oh. So I just picked up a little GAN, guys. This is confidence level 60%. So Michigan today is supposed to approve the online gambling. Supposed to approve it today, and then it'll be like 15 days later where it goes live. GAN has a deal with Wynn Casinos to power 2 Indian reservations for online gambling, and it's supposed to be approved today. It's already built into the stock, so that's why it may not be a mover on this thing, but it is. It's why I made the trade, because I foresee if it does get approved today, then there'll be articles in the journal tomorrow. And maybe GAN gets a boost on that. So that's why I just picked up a little more GAN. I already have it as a decent sized position. So I already have that as a decent size, but I picked it up as a news play. So if this thing gets approved today, then it goes live 15 days, you may see a bump tomorrow on it. That's what I bought. I just bought a little bit of it, Luke. So just putting it out there so people know. It's like when I bought my options in Five Below. I don't want to not say what I bought, positive or negative. And the plays for the Michigan, casinos. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. No, DraftKings is here's what's going on here. There you go. I just pasted it in the chat. So you got Barstool Sportsbook with the thing, because DraftKings is partnered with Bay Mills Indian. Wynn has a deal with GAN, so you can also play if you want through Wynn, WYNN. That's another way to play it. So the joint committee meeting was supposed to be today at 10 a.m. I just texted a senator guy I know. And he probably wrote back, I haven't checked yet. So that's where I'm at with this on that trade. So I know you have other trades you want to go to, Luke, but go ahead.
All right. Well, the thing that I wanted to go to, and we already talked about this stock a little bit, but I wanted to throw an update on our chat challenge. This is every week, guys. We're throwing out one competition to ZingerNation here, where you guys are competing against each other. We're figuring out who's got the best read of the markets. The question this week was where Tesla was going to finish the week, right? Let me go ahead. Let me pull up the Tesla chart here, because we saw this crazy move in Tesla last week. Here's a 1 month chart, right? The stock went from 500 to 600, pulled back a little bit. The question was, where is Tesla price going to finish this week? We're sitting today at 580. So we got Christian, Matt Bill, Second Wave, Maximilian, and the Razman, who is on with us right now, sitting in that 575 to 600 bucket. So this is the update as to where we're at. We are going to be checking this thing every single day because the stock could still slide all the way down to that 500 price tier, or I mean, we could get a hell of a move and pop all the way up to that 700 price tier. So again, we're competing for some BZ merch. We're competing for some Amazon gift cards. And I'm curious too, guys, if anybody's changed their opinion on Tesla, go ahead, throw that in the chat as well. We're trying to pick a price on this thing. So right now it's this main bucket where we've got second to most number of people in it, sitting at 580. I'm hanging out a little bit lower, but let's see where this thing's at. Jason, do you have any thoughts on Tesla for this week or any short term movement? You are the Tesla expert, and you know what? You're muted again, I think.
I maybe see it drifting down a little bit right now. Like this week, maybe like the catalyst may not be there for another bump right away this week because you already have the S&P thing again. I mean, you have the move double again for the index. Too much trade on the index news, in my opinion. Okay. By the way, my researchers, this casino thing, this GAN play may not be the move tomorrow. Because what it looks like on the way to the meeting, some senators had snow troubles and couldn't come to the meeting just now. Of course, it's not even that snowy here in Michigan. I mean, so this GAN play may not be for tomorrow. So if what the update that I'm getting, I may sell those shares I bought just now by end of day if I don't get another update. But it is closer to getting approved. It just
all right. That's some good intel.
It may be, yeah. I mean, I got one senator. I mean, I get the senator. Little time to get whatever. I can go more into details, but anyway, the approval may happen this week. But the news part, that'll hit the news in maybe 2 weeks. So that's why I'm not sure I'm gonna lock up money there. So on Tesla, again, like you're seeing the stock rocket up, but there's a lot of things that can just rocket it down right now. I'm
surprised the stock is up today, quite honestly.
I'm really good at giving you a 3-month forecast. When we were at 390 and it was dead money, I told you 600. And so really good at that. But it's harder to predict in the week. I know that's what we have for that bet. But you could buy the dips, but you could also, like Luke, I like the forward play. I do like it. I like some of these other peripheral plays or even shorts. Like I don't know if there's oil change shops. Like I don't know if you can short some of those if they're public, but the more electric cars, the more oil change shops are gonna struggle. The more gasoline is gonna struggle. So think of the derivative plays, not just buying your Tesla. I mean, that's how I've been trading Tesla for 3 years. That's why I was buying LTHM and the other lithium one, LIT, the ETF, because I was playing the derivative plays too. I don't want to go. I like to go where the puck's going to be, not where the puck is at. And right now, the puck is at Tesla. I am in Tesla, but I want to find the alternatives that, yes, when we come on the show every day, guys, you're not going to see the immediate hit that next day because it's a derivative play. That's the issue with that kind of doing those kind of moves. So
you know what might be your short oil shot play is triple V, Victor, Valvoline.
Yeah, I mean
that could be the move on it.
Yeah, and that could be, and there's probably other plays. I mean, to mark those ones, and there's other things that I got to think about more of what I'm paying, to do this stuff. I mean, Mobileye, I don't know if that's public here anymore. I don't think it is. Intel bought it, so it's automated driving again.
Yep.
So
or LiDAR. If anybody needs a LiDAR play, GMHI. I got the stop at 650. It might trigger today. I moved it up this morning. But we'll see if we get stopped out of this one. All right. And then I want to show one other thing, which is our What the Readers Want segment. So what we do every day in our What the Readers Want is we give you guys some exclusive insight. This is the chance to get information that others don't have, right? You win in the markets when you have better information than anybody else. A way that we can offer that up to ZingerNation here is by showing you guys what the most read stories on Benzinga.com are. We recently just crossed the 7 million reader a month mark on Benzinga.com. So it is a big sample size. And so let me pull back the curtain. I'm going to throw you guys a couple zooms here.
I mean, David Smith says Tesla at 625 or higher this week, man.
There you go. I saw a couple 700s end of year too. All right. So the most read stories of the week, right? We got 2 Teslas right on top. And the thing that I think Tesla really has going for it for this week is that we see all of these high flying, these momentum, these stocks that have run up a ton are selling off today. I mean, pretty much all of them. Tesla is the one that I've come across that is actually up on the day, right? So if we're having a down day in those stocks, Tesla's up. Wait till we have an up day in this stock. So I think that could be the positive catalyst on it. Yeah, and we're gonna congrats from JCS2 for hitting that 7 million mark. Thank you. It's been a hell of a year. Just building with you guys. So Tesla, top 2 stories. Number 3, we've got Facebook. Number 4, we've got NIO. Keep betting NIO down. And then number 5, we have Afria. That is a cannabis play. So those are the stories that people are caring about. I mean, 3 of them EV still. We got a cannabis in there, and then we've got a Facebook in there as well. Those are the hot ones.
Okay, so right now, I want to hear? So I want to hear though what others are trading on today. Is anyone trading RKT still, or just holding long term? What are you guys doing there? Like, let's pull up an RKT chart.
Yep, let me grab it.
And Luke is using Benzinga Pro, just so you guys know.
Pro.benzinga.com. Putting it in the chat.
All right, so RKT sitting at $20. So it's just hanging there. It has support there, hanging there. It hasn't broken that. It's definitely given very strong numbers, very good pipeline, very good things in its trajectory.
Insider buying.
What'd you say? Insider
buying.
Where? Show.
On Rocket.
I didn't see any. Has there been?
Oh yeah. Jay's CEO came out and bought a ton. A couple other people bought a ton. Maybe a month or so after the IPO. Not saying today, but they saw where the stock was at, and loaded up.
I did not know that.
They put a ton of money into it. Maybe it's right around. See where you have this big green candle here. It could have been right around there.
Luke, I'm going to look it up now, but all I know is the insider, the $1 billion authorized buyback. But I don't know about. Okay, I'm double checking this thing. And that's trouble, man. Like, it's hard because market makers can manipulate stuff, and then you got to have your big owners. I don't see insider buying on this thing, but if you do, then okay.
Yeah, I can find it for you.
I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I'll go with what you're saying. Okay, so that's one of them. Now they want me to look at NNDM. And okay, we're gonna do the Kathy Wood thing. I gotta get her back. I gotta get her out. I gotta get that done. Have you guys listened to my Dave Portnoy interview? Any of you guys like that? But here, I'm gonna do this for you guys right now. So will you pull up NNDM as I do my little thing for the team here?
Yep. Nano Dimension.
Yeah. So Kathy Wood bought that. What I'm gonna want you guys to do is to send me questions for her because we're gonna get official date, but sorry for the sneeze, but it happens. This is live YouTube, guys. This is what happens, this is what happens on live YouTube. Okay, so NNDM, she bought it. I believe in Kathy Wood. She's a long-term thinker, not a short-term thinker, and she doesn't just buy these trades. So give me a 52.
And like crypto as an example, she was way ahead of crypto, and that's the hottest thing around right now. But here's your 52-week on Nano.
Yep, and go down to the description.
Yep.
Sure, I understand.
All right, let's zoom in on this thing. So
yep, okay.
Research and development. Okay, it's 3D printers. Okay.
So I would be a buyer of NNDM. I would be a buyer if she owes it. I would be a buyer. I don't own it right now, so I'm gonna maybe add some to it today. But let's get me in that account. All right, I'm gonna buy some NNDM. See, this is what happens. And Luke, I like your idea of that account for January. 10,000 or like 20,000. And one of the things I would like to do with it is have we vote in the ZingerNation votes, and we vote who's like the best options trader, and they start doing like credit spreads and all that kind of stuff. Or I think we maybe need to have 25,000 for like a day trade rule, and then we just share it publicly, and we go that way. So NNDM small, it's 80. Okay, I'll just buy it just to have it because we're gonna have her on, but we're gonna do something right now. Max P, the Dave Portnoy, we have the second version coming out, the second thing, and there was some like breaking news type stuff to it. So hopefully that's good. But we got to get the word out on those interviews. It's hard to like get the word out, I'm buying a small position right now in NNDM. So
guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you want to see the Dave Portnoy, you want to see this show every day because you're part of ZingerNation, you want to get the trade ideas going, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that one, hit the like while you're at it. But all right, you're buying that MDI. Are you buying stock or are you buying options?
I bought stock. I bought I bought in the size of it, I bought a one size in it. So that way I can, scale into it, I guess. And I want to hear what Kathy Wood has to say about it. So you bought 16,000 shares of NDM 2 days ago. That's a decent size position. Keep about that. So I don't know. Are you going to buy it, Luke?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I need to get pitched more. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I hear you.
The stock is already 90 cents to $6.
Yeah.
Right. So I need a catalyst or I need to get pitched more.
Understood. So we're gonna do one thing. Here's the Portnoy interview. Your favorite stock, Luke. Your favorite stock. Go mRNA.
mRNA. We flipped red.
What?
We flipped red. It was at 175 this morning. But yeah. All right, I'm going to say it one more time. I can't help myself. Rotation Nation. Today's Rotation Nation. All these high-flying stocks are getting freaking smoked today.
Yep, no doubt. And then what about okay, we got to go one more. Okay, what other stocks? What about crypto today, dude? What's with my GBTC doing?
Let's take a look. GBTC, Grayscale, hanging out. It's flat. Just having a decent day. Our PayPal that we added yesterday, and I'll recap this one a little bit. But our PayPal that we added yesterday, that one's up a little bit. Again, it's one of those less high-flying stocks. I think it's benefiting, again, just from some of the rotation, some of how the money's moving around today. But I added this one into the live portfolio yesterday. Just to recap that pitch, PayPal is a bigger, stable company that has crypto exposure. They have a crypto exchange. They're now accepting payments. Anybody who's using PayPal checkout can now pay with crypto. So there's sort of the story there. Its stock is still absolutely a growth stock, having doubled revenue over the past 4 years. And the multiples are okay. It's absolutely not a cheap stock. It's not crazy. So I like the crypto story. I like the revenue growth story. And I think that, it's relatively fairly priced for being, one of these higher growth techie stocks. So that's why we entered into the PayPal yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're looking to get some more long terms. I mean, see, there's times, guys, Luke does maybe more technicals, but like a long time ago during Corona, Luke came to me with a trade that was just such a no-brainer. Our traffic was up, subscriptions were up. So Luke's like, New York Times, no brainer, because they're gonna, if our traffic's up, their traffic's up, no brainer. And I followed him into it, and it took like 3 months to play out, but it was a total 25% gainer. And so there's like, he sees PayPal and that trend there. That's why I have Asana, Luke. That's honestly why I have Asana. It's not because there are competitors to Asana now. There's a company called Notion that's pretty good, but what my play
they
on
have Monday.com, which I think was talking IPO. I don't know if it did or not, but
I think it went out of business.
It did.
Yeah, let me just finish. They advertised so much on Instagram that they forgot to put a limit on their account, and they spent like $25 million an hour, and then they're out. No, I'm just kidding. But that company advertises like freaking crazy.
Like crazy.
Do you agree with me on that statement or no?
Absolutely. I mean, I get all of the advertisements that I get on the internet are Raging Bull and Monday.com. That's 100% of the internet ads that I get served.
Now the community, you guys, if you maybe you don't have a Twitter account, but if you do, this is what I'm going to ask of you guys right now. We're going to take an action. You can change the words. I'm joining the YouTube chat as we speak. We only have 2 more minutes, Luke. So I just want to do this real quick.
All right, let's do it.
I'm putting this in the chat. Will you guys take what I just sent in the chat and tweet to Kathy Wood that to see what date, and then I will follow up with her team to see when this is, and then what we'll do is, if we get the date, you guys will set up a Google Doc where we'll put questions in, and then you guys vote on which ones that we ask. So we'll put questions in, and then we'll vote which ones.
Wait, Jason, this is gonna be another stock squirt situation.
True.
We asked you guys to vote for the show name, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true. You guys will ask.
We have veto power over all questions. We're gonna get some trolly questions.
So that's the deal. So you guys. And I'm going to look right now to see who does this. And if you guys do that, we'll do a Google Doc, and I promise then we'll do that. Yeah, Daniel Kinger, Atlassian products are good. I own that. Asana's pretty darn good.
Atlassian, TEAM.
Yeah, you should own that.
Benzinga's a customer of both Atlassian and Asana, as an FYI.
Hold on, Daniel, what do you do that you know both of them? Like, what businesses are you in? That's my thesis is different than a lot of in this thing. Not different, but the idea is the digital companies will use these things, but I'm talking about the deltas of the world. Like we know big companies have switched to Salesforce and HubSpot. That's why I bought those stocks. So that's the way I'm playing it. And that's why even if there's a better product than Asana, it'll still do decent and either be bought out or what have you. So that's what we're doing there. And okay, Luke, we didn't do the education segment, Luke, but we'll have to do that tomorrow.
We'll have to get it up for tomorrow.
Yeah, which one should we do? We had one. Ways to short the market, to hedge yourself, to hedge your long positions. I think.
Okay.
5 ways to hedge your long positions. Hey, if you guys have an education segment you guys want us to do, where we share what we exactly do, let us know. We'll do 5 things that we do to hedge a position. So. Again, just so you guys know, I bought GAN today, GAN, based on the Michigan legislation. It may take some time. I already own GAN. It moved up since I bought it today. So I bought a little more of that as a trade. I like 5 Below. I own it. It's up 30%. The option that's earnings tomorrow night.
And then mine is Box. I got the Box recently. That one's got earnings tonight, as an FYI. If you followed into that one.
Yeah, and if you didn't get a chance to listen to the whole show, in a couple hours there'll be clips from the show. And then if you have any other ideas, Chris Kaji, you're in here. I'm down on that, that SBE or whatever I bought, but it's not your fault, whatever. So if you guys have feedback for us, you can email either Luke@benzinga.com or Jason@benzinga.com. We'll read it at night. And ZingerNation, let's join this mission together and. Unless just talking, just let us know, and then join Benzinga Pro, and we're there in the off hours chatting with the users and talking trades and real make it. Get it, Luke.
All right, peace out, guys. Happy trading. We will see you all tomorrow. Good luck, Box. Come on, Box.